How I became financially free without winning the lottery. If you're watching this video, chances are you're searching for the same thing I was looking for years. Peace, stability, and control over my time. Not overnight wealth. Not flashy cars. Just freedom from constant financial pressure. Today, I can honestly say that I am financially free. Not because I'm a millionaire, but because money no longer controls my decisions. And in this video, I want to share exactly how I got here. What financial freedom really means to me. First, let's define something clearly. Financial freedom does not mean never working again, living in luxury, showing off online. To me, financial freedom means not working out of fear, being able to say no, thinking long-term instead of paycheck to paycheck, having mental peace and clarity. Ironically, I started performing better at work once I became financially freer. Airbnb apartments that I don't own. One of the biggest turning points in my life was Airbnb. And let me be clear about one thing right away. I don't own these apartments. I use a model where I rent apartments long-term, then re-rent them as short-term stays. In other words, I don't rely on ownership. I rely on strategy and execution. How this works in real life. I look for apartments that are in good locations, have reasonable long-term rent, work well for short-term guests. I sign a long-term lease, set clear rules with the owner, and then furnish the apartment smartly, not luxury, but functional. Focus on cleanliness and guest experience. Optimize listings on platforms like Airbnb and Booking. The difference between the monthly rent and short-term rental income becomes my profit. It's not 100% passive, but it doesn't trade my time for money directly, and it can be scaled. I still have a regular job, and that's important. This part might surprise some people. I still have a full-time job, but everything changed. Today, I work with less stress. I make better decisions. I progress faster. I'm not afraid of losing my job. Why? Because my survival doesn't depend on one paycheck. When you remove pressure, your confidence grows. People respect you more. You perform better naturally. The irony is this. My career improved once I stopped depending on it financially. Small crypto investments, not gambling. Another piece of my journey was crypto investing. But let me be very clear. Small amounts, no loans, no get-rich-quick mindset. I invested consistently, carefully, only in projects I took time to understand. The profits weren't massive, but they were real and positive. Some investments worked well. Some were lessons. Overall, crypto taught me risk management, patience, emotional control, and most importantly, I never put all my money in one place. The best investment I ever made, myself. If there's one thing I would repeat again and again, it's this. Investing in myself changed everything. Courses, skills, education. But not randomly. I focused on skills connected to my industry, knowledge I could apply immediately, Learning that increased my real-world value. Every new skill helped me earn more, manage better, think clearer. Knowledge can't be taken away. It doesn't crash in a market downturn. It compounds for life. Discipline over motivation. Motivation didn't save me. Discipline did. I worked when I didn't feel like it, when results were slow, when nobody was watching. Small steps, boring steps, consistent steps. Financial freedom doesn't happen overnight. It happens quietly over time. Life without constant pressure. The biggest change wasn't in my bank account. It was in my mind. Today, I sleep better. I plan long term. I choose who I work with. I don't chase fast money because I learned this. Freedom comes before luxury. Final message. If you're just starting, you don't need a perfect plan. You don't need huge capital. You need patience and focus. Build one income stream, then a second. Control your expenses. Invest in yourself. Think long term. Remember this: financial freedom isn't a destination, it's a mindset. If you're willing to think differently, you're already ahead of most people.